before I do my story, I'd like to do a little survey to see who amongst you believes in magic. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, and if you're not quite sold on magic, are there any of you that believe in miracles or some kind of higher power, even if it's unnamed?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I would like to say that I will confirm these beliefs for my believer friends, and for you skeptics out there, I promise that you will either be converted or you will seriously consider the probability of magic. You know, my mom, she believed in magic. When I was a little girl, she had my sister Monique and I convinced that we could change the color of a flower just by the power of our minds. Sorry. You know, she even had us practicing things like telekinesis and telepathy, but we never quite got the knack of those tricks. Speaking of telepathy, do I have anybody who'd be interested in being a volunteer for me? Please? Oh, come on up, please, and thank you. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I am going to shuffle the deck. Okay? You're going to pick a card, and you're going to hold on to a card, and we'll come back to that later. Sorry. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Actually, you know what? Why don't we do it right now? Okay. I want you to imagine the card. Okay, I want you to really kind of like send it to me, okay? I'm seeing flickers, infinite flickers of red. Okay? It's really, really blurry. Really blurry, thank you. Oh, but you know what? I see some sharp edges. Ah, it's definitely not a face card. All right. You know, I don't know, it's not that one. It's either obviously a heart or a diamond, but what could it be? Ah! Is this the card? It is. Thank you so much. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so my mom was a real magician at heart. She had this uncanny way of like getting out of crazy situations all the time. Impossible, a real Houdini. She had this one trick where she would make me disappear. But she'd make me disappear. And when she did she made me disappear. She had this thing where she'd make me disappear. And I mean, sometimes, I'm not as good at making things disappear. Thank God, it did not work her. All right. So, see if it works. Nope, didn't work. Yeah. So, anyway, that's okay. So that's magic for you. All right. So she had this trick where she made me invisible, and I still kind of feel invisible to this day, sometimes. She was a master of manipulation, and she would transform herself at the drop of a hat. 1 second, she was charismatic and creative. The next, she just was cruel and destructive. You know, She loved to jump on bandwagons. She started out as a Scientologist. Then she jumped over to being Christian. Then, shh, secret. Near the end, she really had this Abraham Hicks style of law of attraction that she was into. You know, she's come across a swindler, a charlatan in her day, but she learned from the best, and she always, had a get-rich-quick scheme up her sleeve. But enough about magic for now. I got to get to my story. It was shortly after 6 a.m. and the hospital, Tim Hortons, gave my siblings and I a caffeinated solace after talking our mom's boyfriend off a ledge. They had such a crazy codependency. It was really like a Pepe Le Pew kind of situation with them. He was always trying to get away, and she was always chasing Tom. But that night, the chase ended. And he showed up. You know, it's funny how in life, you get the things you want just a little too late. She was dead. My mother was dead. We'd been there for hours, and I decided it was time to go. The cup of coffee warmed me as I walked through the chilly morning. You know, the sun had barely peeked its head up from beneath the covers of darkness. As I meandered through the parking structure, I felt numb. It's not like I hadn't felt numbness before, but I expected that with this, I'd feel something other than neutral. I saw my silver Prius, unlocked it, opened the door, sat down, buckled up, and turned the ignition.
I'm so sorry for the noise.
What are the chances? It felt like some kind of eerie divinity. Like, why should I feel a loss? I mean, that woman, Inga, was the bane of my existence. Bane means the source of pain, the source of harm, the source of misfortune, a curse. We're talking about spirituality right now. So for me, in that moment, I didn't feel comforted. I felt confused. You know, I know it sounds really cold, but I cut her out twice already, and my siblings sucked me back into her vortex. I was there to support them. But maybe this was the universe or God or angels telling me that it was okay, giving me permission to grieve. Grieve the loss of childhood, innocence, play. Grieve the loss of equilibrium, stability, safety. To grieve the loss of memory and the loss of sleep, because those memories are screaming to come out every night. You know? The loss of any real sense of identity. The loss of the ability to have self-love. You know what? I am the magic. I am the miracle. My existence here now, that is a miracle. Woo. Woo. The pain of numbness, thawing, begins. Ira, this was cool. I wish they had you. I know. Yeah.